Today is day 2 of our summit at Kimberley Cathedral, our gathering of the Diocese of Kimberley and Curraman and the Diocese of Oxford. And we had a really rich day. This morning we heard from both Archbishop Tarbo and Bishop Stephen about their takes on being human. And in their different but complementary ways, they were both encouraging us to think about being human, partly about being present. Bishop Stephen said that we are people who must bear witness to the suffering of the world rather than turning our face away. He was drawing us to that beatitude that says, "Blessed are those who mourn." We must bear witness, he said. We must lament the pain of the world. And then Archbishop Tarbo spoke about being attentive to those who are being crucified by their history in this country, the history of colonialism and apartheid. We explored some more about what it means to be present, and we thought about it in terms of the use of social media. And Reverend Marta shared with us a really disturbing trend in South Africa where people are videoing acts of violence and posting them onto Facebook and TikTok. And she shared with us the most notorious case where several people gathered around and filmed a father killing his child. Instead of intervening, they filmed this terrible act of violence and posted it on social media. I know that's a really extreme example of something, but it did make me wonder about my use of social media, our use of social media in more everyday ways. And I wondered whether living a life on social media means that I'm not as present to those around me, that I'm not paying attention to the people in flesh and blood around me. And then some young people on my table were talking a bit about how we value ourselves and saying that for their generation, often it's the numbers of likes they received rather than understanding their intrinsic human worth. So lots to think about today about being human, about what it means to be present, to be attentive, to be with those around us rather than living through our screens. Bishop Stephen concluded by encouraging us to think deeply about things, and I wonder also how scrolling up a screen militates against that, how we're not used to thinking deeply because we flick through pieces of information really quickly. I'm finishing now, and I know there's an irony in me then posting this video to Facebook, but it's a kind of a video diary for me, and I hope it's interesting for you too.